What up, everyone? So we've got Loot Gaming here. Moving on with the boxes of May. Boxes of June haven't started showing up yet, so I'm still making good time. I got a few more of the month, I think 6 left including this one. So I should be okay, but I'm trying to move right on. So hopefully I can catch up. But anyway, Loot Crate, the Loot Gaming box, I was signed up for 3 months of it, and in classic fashion, I forgot to cancel, so another 3 months will be coming. This would have been the last one, but another 3 months will be coming, so we'll see in a little while longer, which, you know, I'm okay with. It's an okay box. I'm not super thrilled with it, but, you know, whatever. So let's see what we got in this month's box, and check it out. Beat it, do. Alright, looks like we got a shirt. Let's take a look at this thing, and see what we got. Alright, got a little sun there. Oh, it's on the back. Alright, it says, do you ever praise? I'm not sure what this is a reference to. This is part of the reason why I was not really against getting this box, but I was kind of hesitant first because I love games just as much as the next person does. I'm not a heavy gamer though, so I don't know all the franchises and all like the current games and stuff, and that seems what this is more geared towards, so I don't know what this is referencing. Design wise though, it's okay. The quality and design of it's pretty good. It's not great. The little symbols on there are pretty simplistic. Yeah, so I'll have to do a little more research and figure out what that is before I give it a rating. Anyway, the quality of the actual material of the shirt is pretty decent, and it looks like this is not Gildan. This is the Delta Soft, which I have not seen around before. Interesting and different. Alright, that'll do. Alright, moving on. Next, we got one of the Cute But Deadly figures. So, this one I'm not too thrilled to see. You don't really need to see the box, it's pretty common. But we already got this before. So, on the back it says there's a Loot Crate exclusive. That's because this already showed up in Loot Crate months ago. And I was actually really excited about getting the exclusive, which I didn't get, but one of my fans was nice enough to actually send it to me for free, so special thanks to them. But this is something that's already shown up. I really like the series, honestly. I collected most of the series because I think they did a really good job. Even though I don't even recognize half the characters, I really like the figures. They did an excellent job on them. So I will open this up and see who I got. But yeah, so this is something that's already been there, so I'm guessing they had a lot of extra ones from the company, so they put it in again. So it's not the worst thing because it is a mystery box and you can get different figures, so it's not that big of a deal that it's a duplicate. So chances are you probably got 2 different figures anyway, but still. Alrighty. And I got, who is this? Kerrigan. So I already had this one. It's a cool figure. There's nothing wrong with it, but I had already collected this series. It's from quite a long time ago, so like I said, nice quality, nice sculpt on it. They're all cool and stuff like that. And it comes with a little stand, but I already had these, and it's a little past that point to where they should have put it in a box, so, you know, whatever. Alright, so there's that. What else we got? Got a box here that says Loot Crate, so I'm guessing this is some kind of Loot Crate exclusive. Let's take a look. Open up, bitch. Alright, so it looks like we got a glass. And it looks like it's from Doom. So this looks like a classic style of glass. Kind of looks like the do-it-yourself kind. So if the camera, I don't know if the camera will focus because it's clear, but it says Doom on one side, and then it's got character on the back. Yeah, I think there we go. So yeah, so that's what it looks like. It's got this nice little fade. So this is kind of a do-it-yourself kind because I've seen people do this before. What they do. And it looks like they did that too because it looks like there's a little burn mark, like a weld mark right there. They take actual glass bottles that have a neck to them and they use a certain type of drill and like etch it out and then cut that off and then smooth out the top of it. So I don't know if that's actually what they did, but that looks like this style. And I can see a little spot right there where it's uneven, where it looks like they kind of burn the glass a little bit. So I'm not sure if that's the exact technique, but that's what it looks like and that's what gives it this lip. But either way, that's cool. Doom glass. I'll use that, no problem. Alright, let's see what else we got. So here it looks like we got a little, I'm assuming it's a journal. Let me take this out and show you guys. Oh, you can just see it right here. So it's got that symbol on the front, and it's kind of got a leather feel to it. I doubt it actually is leather, but it's got that feel. I'm assuming the pages are blank in there. I don't think I need to open it, but yeah. So this is from Uncharted 4. It says on the back. So I didn't recognize that symbol, but I've definitely heard of that before. But we've seen a lot of notebooks before, and they're fine. There's nothing wrong with them, but I don't think they're too practical. If you're using a notebook, honestly, if you're going to use it to write in, you usually would get a full-size one. I can't imagine too many people needing something like this, but it looks nice, though. It looks really cool. So there we go. All right. Here's something I recognize. So this is from The Legend of Zelda, and this looks like a necklace. Kind of like a dog tag. So if the light will hit it right. So we got a metal piece, which looks like a sword. I don't know how well you can see it. And then there's a little leather piece, which is in the shape of a dog tag, and they're both black. So that's kind of cool. Nice little necklace. And it's got the stamped leather with the Triforce symbol on it and a sword on the metal part. So that's cool. It's a little different style. Loot Crate exclusive. Cool. That works. And, oh, I got 2 of them. Alright. Their mistake, my game. That works out well. I've never seen that happen before. I've gotten plenty of boxes where they've forgotten an item, but this is the first time where they've given me an extra. So I got 2. That's cool. Alright. And this, it looks like one of the tea cloths. So we got the line on the front. I'm assuming this is either a tea cloth or a bandana. It's so nicely folded, I hate to take it out. I'll just look in the little pamphlet here and see what it is. But yeah, I'm assuming that's what it is. So, and again, I don't know what the reference is. Ignorant when it comes to some of these gaming things. So I'll have to look in the notebook for that. But the last part we got is the pin. They actually always have really nice pins in here. So the pins are somewhat collectible, I'd say. They do hold some value, but it is really nice. It's actually stamped metal, and it looks like a coin. So it's actually very nice in quality. So I really like that. Aside from the normal, just stamped button pins. And that was all the stuff in there. And luckily, we have a little pamphlet in here, so it can describe all these things to my ignorant self. Alright, so we'll take a short little break and I'll do my research and read this thing. And then I'll have more info and then ratings and values, and we'll give this box a final rating. See you soon. Alright, we are back. So let's talk about some value. So the shirt. I found out this is from Dark Souls 3, so a series I'm not familiar with, but something we've seen come up a lot in boxes, in Loot Gaming, so it seems like a really popular game. I myself have not checked it out, but it seems like a good game, so I just didn't get the reference. But I think most people will. It's a popular enough franchise, and it's double-sided print on the shirt. So I'll give it like a 7.5 out of 10 on that, because it's decent in quality. The design on it's not super, but I like that it's double-sided. It's a little bit different, so that gives it something interesting. So that'll get the standard $12 to $15, as all shirts do. Next, the dog tags, which I got 2 of them. This goes for about $8 to $10, which, you know, not super surprising. It's decent in quality, but, you know, it is just a necklace. I can't imagine too many people seeking that out, so 8 to 10 sounds pretty reasonable. Then our glass, the Doom glass. From what I hear, is pretty sturdy. It seems pretty thick. It's nice, good in quality. This is actually going for about $15, which is more than I thought it would, because you can get like actual pint glasses with just about anything on them for around like $10 to $12 in most stores. So the fact that this one, it was running about $15 seemed a little bit odd to me, but that's what it was going for, and that's what it was actually selling for. I guess maybe it's because of the faded, like red faded look, but even still, it seems like a bit much for me, but that's just my opinion. Then, this, not a tablecloth or a bandana, this is actually a flag. This is a flag from Warcraft, and you had one of 2 options. And this is actually going for a decent amount too. This is actually going for around $10, give or take, depending if you want to auction or buy it now. So right around that range. But same thing, I can't imagine a lot of people trying to really seek this out. It's cool if you're like a big fan of Warcraft, but essentially what this is more of a poster. It has some little holes in there so you can hang it up on a wall, but that's pretty much it. I doubt anyone has a flagpole at their house that they're going to actually put it up, so essentially this is a poster. It's just made of cloth. So that's cool and all, but there's not a ton of detail to it. It's just the symbol. So $10 I guess is reasonable, but even still that seems a little high too. Then the journal. This was higher than I thought as well. A lot of these items are going for and selling for a lot more than I assumed. This is going for like 10 to 12 at least. And it's not real leather, it's the fake leather, but it still gives that look. And it's identical to the one that's in the game, which is cool and all, but it's still just a little tiny journal. It's like a little handheld journal. It's cool and all, but I can't imagine too many people wanting it. And I guess it would be okay to display, but that's pretty much all you could really say about it. Yeah, so it looks like that, but I still think 10 to 12 bucks is kind of steep for that, because I see journals similar to this going in stores. They're not technically replicas of anything, but they go for very, very cheap, so that price honestly seems like a bit much, but it's not my opinion. That's what it's going for, so it doesn't really matter what I think about it. It is what it is. Alright, and the last one is the pin. So I like the pin. The pin's very nice in quality. So a lot of people collect pins, put them on jackets and stuff like that. And whether you like Loot Crate or not, that's what I like about it. It looks cool regardless. A lot of the pins that come in these boxes, you wouldn't want it unless you were a fan of Loot Crate specifically. And if you were, you probably got that box anyway. The pins that they do in this box are really nice on their own. They don't make huge references to Loot Crate. They're not plastering their logo all over it. It just looks nice on its own, which I really like. But this is going for about $5, which is pretty common for pins. Like, not the buttons, not the stamped buttons, but the actual pins that are designed, they always go for around $5 or $6. This one goes for about $5, so no surprise there. Now, that brings our value on the low end of 60 and on the high end of about 67. So you definitely got pretty much double your value. Depending on your state tax, where you're located, this box costs a little more than $30. I think somewhere between like 32 and 36, depending on taxes and everything like that. So pretty close to double, like right about there. But maybe it's just me, and you know, this is why I was going to stop this box. Not that there's anything wrong with it, not that this is a bad box or anything, but I'm just probably not the best person to review it because I don't know as much about gaming as probably most other reviewers do. I'm sure a lot of them are much heavier into gaming, so nothing against it, but the same with a lot of the anime boxes. I just don't know that much about it, and I sound ignorant on the camera when I don't know the franchises, so that's why I was going to stop it. But 3 more are coming. I may not review them anyway if I don't know enough about them. But anyway, the stuff in here was fine, but it wasn't super great. It was cool stuff, but a lot of it I can't imagine someone, if you didn't like it, it would probably be hard to resell if you wanted to get money back, like the journal or the flag, or probably even the glass or something like that, because they're still cool stuff, but I can't imagine anyone really wanting to seek those things out. And the same with the necklace, too. It's all cool stuff, nothing wrong with it, but I don't know. I just wasn't too thrilled about anything in here. And nothing to do with the franchise. It's not their fault they don't recognize the franchises, so I'm not going to put that against them. That's my own fault, so I'm not going to let that affect the score. It's just the actual items themselves. They just didn't speak out to me too much. So all that being said, I'm going to give it a 6.75 out of 10 because you did get really good value, but if you happen to not like an item in the box, I doubt you'd be able to sell it or probably even like give it away to most people, and that's kind of what brings it down a little bit. But anyway, let me know what you guys thought. People that do recognize the franchises, let me know how you thought quality-wise of these items, and we'll talk about it in the comments. Anyway, this has been Loot Gaming, 6.75 in the box, 7.5 out of 10 on the shirt. Let me know what you guys thought. Talk to you in the next video. Love you all. Peace.